up, Hey, what is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to Pixel Art Tutorial. So today we're going to be starting Grookey from our Pokemon Sword and Shield tutorial series. So we did Score Bunny. It's been taking me a while to upload those. I'm sorry, I've been going through some mental hoops. I'm trying to get back on things, but I have them recorded. It's just I need to edit them and upload them. So we're going to be starting Grookey today. And after this, I'm gonna try and edit, and then I'll probably record 2 and 3. I'm probably gonna skip streaming, but if you are not following my Twitch stream, make sure to follow twitch.tv/PhoenixDeathMC. We play a lot of Pokemon over there. Anyways, without further ado, we're doing the line art today. So we're gonna be using grass and a block of coal. Now, if this is your first tutorial for me, just so you know, some tips. The placement block is used to help you build, because a lot of things with pixel art is a diagonal work. It's not directly connected like this. The blocks usually will connect like this. So if I'm saying up and to the left, usually you can place your placement block to the left or up. That's why I said up and to the left. And then you'd put a coal right there. So that is how we will be structuring this pixel art tutorial. And I'll also be speaking in verticals, which is going up, or horizontals, or across, which is flats, like that. So, now that we have the syntax or word choice out of the way, let's just get started with the build. So first off, I'm leaning a little bit to the right of the build because we're going to start on the right side hand. And we're going to be using about 175 by 175 space, but I would go 200 by 200 just to be safe. So I'm starting one off the ground, and we will put 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, just like that to start off. And like I said, we're tilted a little bit to the right, as you can see on the right hand camera screen. We're not exactly in the center, we're a little bit to the right. From there, I'm actually going to go to the left side because it's a little bit more easy to work with. We're going to go up and to the left 2 singles, so put your placement block on the left, 1, placement block on the left, 2. So that's the 2 singles we went up and to the left. Then from the first single we placed, so this one right here, the lower one, we're going to go underneath it with a placement block so that we can go down and to the left 2 flat, 1, 2. From that 2 flat, we're going to start going up and to the left. So your placement blocks from here on out will probably go to the left or top part. And just do that on your own, and it should be easy to place. So we're going to go up and to the left, 2 flat, 1, 2. As you can see, I placed the placement at the end just to make it easier for myself. So we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 2 vertical, 1, 2. Up and to the left 2 vertical again, 1, 2. Up and to the left 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I'm going to do is from the 10 vertical, we're going to split just so that we can come back to something later when we're doing the second foot on him. But I'm going to bring this up and continue with the top in a minute. So on the bottom block in the 10 vertical, or the first one all the way on the bottom right here, we're going to go down and to the left 2 vertical, 1, 2, just like that. And we're going to mark them with these 2 pieces of dirt block or whatever block you want to use to mark things with, just so that when I say we're coming back to this 2 vertical, you know exactly which spot I'm talking about. Anyway, from the top of 10 vertical, we're going to go up and to the left 19 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now from there, we're going to be going up and to the right. So switch to your right side of the build, and we're going to go up and to the right 8 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Now from here, this kind of looks weird. There's nothing really going on with the shapes right now, and that's okay. We are going to do some preliminary shading blocks just so that we can get them out of the way from now. Because what we do is usually do the line art and then we do the shading last, but while we're here we can do some of the shading. So starting from the bottom, we can count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So start from the bottom and count up 9 from the 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on that 9th block, what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 coal to the left. And from that 1 coal, we're going to go up and to the left 5 more pieces of coal from it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see it's connected all at a diagonal. We're then going to go up and to the left 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So put your placement block on the left side. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then to finish this up, we're just going to go up and to the left 1 single. So placement block 1. Now let's go back and delete these dirt blocks to clean up our space, and I will zoom out so you can see how it connects on the right hand camera screen. And just in close, you see the 6 singles, 2 flat, and then 1 single again. Perfect. Now what we can also do is on the second block from the bottom, so start from bottom and count 1, 2. We can do some preliminary shading again there, whoops, by putting 7 pieces of we're gonna use coal for now, but it's gonna be swapped later. So put 7 pieces of coal to the left of that block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll mark that. Like I said, that's not supposed to be coal, that's going to be green for his fur later, but since we're not doing colors right now, we'll just mark it and I'll swap it out later. And then what we also can do again is we can count up 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks this time, so I'll count up 6 blocks on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and from that we'll put 3 coal to the right and mark it just like we did to the 7 we did below it. So quite the a bit of work we did on this 19 strip right here, but we did it on the 2, the 6th, and the 9th block. So go back and make sure you got that correct if you needed to. It's not too difficult, but it's easy to get lost real quickly. So now that we've done all that, we're going to drop all the way back down to the first block we marked, which was the 2 vertical all the way at the bottom here. And what we're going to do is find the bottom block in that 2 vertical and add 2 blocks to the left of it directly. So 1, 2. Perfect. Now from there, let's put our placement block to the bottom or left side as we continue to go down into the left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, placement block, down into left 8 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, placement block. And let's delete some of these dirt blocks that are adding up from here because we don't need them. We only want dirt blocks that we're currently using and ones that mark things we're going back to. Any extra blocks are just trash. So from this placement block now, we're going to go down into left 1 single. And if you have it right here, I would not delete it so that we can go up into the left 1 single. So you can use that same dirt block for 2 blocks. Then from that single, we're going to go up into the left 2 flat 2 times in a row. So placement block on the left or top, 1, 2, placement block again, 1, 2, delete, delete, delete. We're then from there going to go up into left 1 single. And from that single, we're going to put 1 to the left of it, 1 on top, and then we're going to extend this 2 vertical we've now created down 5 underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you count this strip now, it should be 7 in height because we put 1 right there, added 1 to the top, and then put 5 underneath. Now, before we continue to from that 1 to the top we put, so I'll mark it, we have to do some work with the bottom blocks and connect it back to the rest of the foot. So let's go to the bottom right here, and we're going to be going down into the right for now. So we're going down to the right 1 single, down into the right 3 flat 2 times in a row. So put your placement block underneath, 1, 2, 3, placement, 1, 2, 3, delete, delete. And from this 3 flat, we're going to go up into the left 2 singles, 1, 2, up into the left 1 single from this newest block to connect it back, like so. And that's just one of his toes. He has 3 toes, so let's get the other 2 going. So what we're going to do is find this first single all the way at the bottom right here that's connected to the 3 flat, and we're going to go down into the right from it 4 flat, so get your placement block underneath it. So we go down to the right 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from that 4 flat, we're going to go up into the right 4 flat, so put your placement block above this time, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's where we're going to split it into 2 separate toes. From the newest 4 flat we've created, first we're going to find the second block from the left, so 1, 2, this one right here, and we're going to add 1 to the top. And from that 1 to the top, we're going to go up into the left 2 singles from it, so 1, 2, that's toe number 2. And for toe number 3, we're going to go to the 4th block in this 4 flat, and we're going to go up into the right 2 verticals, sorry, 1, 2, just like that. And we're going to connect it back to the rest of the body by going up into the left 1 single. Perfect. So that's all 3 of his little monkey toes. Things are starting to look a little bit like the thumbnail, so hopefully you guys are starting to see where the shapes are coming in. It is kind of difficult because when you're in the early stages of the build, things can look kind of wonky and like they don't make any sense. So now what we're going to do is go back to the 7 vertical that we marked, the top block right there. And we're going to be going up and to the left from there. So put your placement block to the left or top of the final block each time as you move to this next part. So we're going to go up and to the left 2 singles first. So placement 1, 2. Up and to the left 2 vertical. Placement 1, 2. Up and to the left 1 single. 1. Up and to the left 3 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. 1, 2, 3. Delete, delete. Whoops. There we go. And actually, from that first 3 vertical, we're going to go to the middle block, so this one right here, and we can put 11 to the left of it to start off his tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Now, do we want to do the tail right now? I don't think so, but we would like to have the initial part started. And then we're going to go back to the top of the 3 vertical now. And we're going to go up and to the left 14 vertical. So placement block on the left or top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And from the bottom, we're going to count up 5 blocks after we delete these dirts. So count up 5 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on that 5th block, we're actually going to put 7 to the left, and that's going to be the top part of his tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So now we have both parts of it sticking out of his butt for each part of the tail. When we get back to doing that part, I'll just tell you guys to go to the tail, and you'll know to come back to either the top part or the bottom part. Very simple shape, but it is going to take a little bit of time to do. So that's why we're not doing it yet. Anyways, from the top of the 14 vertical now, all the way at the top, we're going to be going up and to the right for a bit. So make sure you put your placement block to the right or the top part every time you finish a segment in this next part right here. So let's go back to our coal. We're going to go up and to the right 3 vertical first. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. Up and to the right 2 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Delete, delete, delete. Up and to the right 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to the right 9 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're almost at the neck. So things are going to start flattening out, and also we'll be able to do some shading if I want to. But I think we're going to just focus on getting the entire head shape done. Or at least getting the right side of his body up to the neck area. Because I think we're approaching 15 minutes. And I usually like to make the first part of a tutorial a little bit shorter. And as we continue the tutorial, I extend those parts a little bit longer. So anyways, from here we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat. So put your placement block there. 1, 2. Up and to the right, 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then from the top block in that 2 vertical, we're actually going to put some of the shading blocks marked ready. So we're going to put 1 to the right of that top block, and we'll mark that. And that'll be for his neck shading later. We're going to ignore that for now. And from the top block again, we're going to go up and to the left 2 flat, which is actually starting his head. So what I want to do now is let's go back to the bottom of his foot and bring up the right side of his body to kind of start catching up to where his head is at, or his neck is at. Because right now we only have like half of his hand being finished. So let's drop all the way back down to where we started the pixel art. Over here, where we have this 3 flat just hanging by itself. And we'll bring that up to kind of equate to what we have up there, just so that this part isn't just hanging by itself. So from the 3 flat, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single. Then from that single we just placed, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single from it, like that. And then we're going to go down and to the right 2 flats from it, like so. And these are just, as you can see, jutting out the fingers on his little hand. And from that 2 flat, we're going to go up and to the right 4 flat. So put your placement block on the right or top side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Then from that 4 flat, we're going to go to the first block and put 1 on top. We're then going to go up and to left one single from that. Then on the final block, we're going to go up 2 vertical, 1, 2, just like that. And let me just zoom out so you can see this weird shape. It looks kind of like a U, but the top left part of it is disconnected. Anyways, from the top block and the 2 vertical we just created, we're going to do 2 things again. First, we're going to go up and to the left 2 singles from it, like so. 1, 2. Everything connected at the diagonal, not directly. Then also from that top block, what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 to the right. 1, 2. Now from that 2 to the right, it's gonna get jumbled here for a bit because you can either go and finish up the hand, or you can start working on the foot, which is directly like touching this part. So we're gonna go up and to the right from here, 3 vertical. So put your placement block on the right. 1, 2, 3. Delete. And from that 3 vertical, we're gonna go to the top block and add 2 to the left. And we're gonna go to the middle block and add 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this splits up to either going up to finish the hand, or going around and finishing up some of his thigh and bringing that up towards the neck. So what I will do is we'll go with the 7 flat right here, but I want you to mark this 3 flat at the top. So we'll mark that to come back to it later when we want to finish up the hand. But from the 7 flat is what we're going to work with right here. So let's go all the way to the end of it and add 2 blocks on top. 1, 2. Before we continue with that 2 blocks we just added, what we'll do is we'll find 4 spaces over to the left. So start from all the way on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from there we'll put 1 single on top, like so. And as you can see, there's 2 blocks in between what we just placed and what we placed before. And from that single, we're going to go up and to the left 2 singles. 1, 2. And that's it for that little toe indicator. We can now go back to the right side all the way over here where we had the 2 vertical, and on the top block in there we'll continue working by going 1 to the left. We'll then go up and to the left 1 single, so placement block on top, 1. Leave the placement block there on top because what we will do next is go up and to the right 4 flat, so we can use this placement block, just go on top of it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. From that 4 flat, we're going to be going up and to the right 2 flat, 1, 2. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 flat again. Up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. 2 vertical again. 1, 2. Up and to the right 8 vertical. Placement block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 6, 7, 8. And now from here, this is the farthest part of his kneecap sticking out, so we're going to start going back up to the left and connecting it to his stomach area. So what we'll do there is, since we're going to the left now, we'll put our placement blocks on the left each time. So we're going to go up and to the left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block 1, 2. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 2 vertical again. 1, 2. Up and to the left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually some of this stuff, if we were to continue bringing it back down, would meet up with some of the stuff we marked down there. It's just there's a lot of detail in between here that I can't cover right now because I do want to get up to the neck in equivalent building. So let's just get that over with, and then we'll come back and fill in this extra detail after we're done with the entire frame. So anyways, from the top of the 4 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right 3 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. And that's it for his armpit area. So let's go back and delete these dirt now and zoom back out so you can see what we did. So after those singles, we put 4, 3, 3, 4, 2. Now we're not going to be working with that 2 anymore. Instead, we're going to go all the way back down to the first 3. So this one right here. Find the middle block and add 6 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're then going to go down into the right 6 flat. Placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up into the right 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right now all we're doing is the hand. He has a hand sticking out and it's pointing to the right. So we're gonna get that little thing done, and then it should be at the neck, and then that's what we will stop for today, and then we'll pick it back up tomorrow or after I feel like recording again. But anyways, from there we're gonna go up and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right 4 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, what you can do is cover the little point in his hand that is supposed to be colored orange, but I think what I'll do is we'll cover it from the top first. So once we're ready to go back to the top, I'll put a little marker for it. We don't have to put a marker for it yet. Anyways, from those 4 flats, we're gonna go up and to the right 3 flat now. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block. 1, 2. Up and to the right 3 flat again. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 flat. And it will do that again. So we'll do a single 2 flat combo again, just like this. So single 2 flat. And if you zoom out, you can see it's just a clone of the same pattern. And now we're at the fingers. So for the fingers, it's going to be, I think he has only 4 fingers. Or maybe it's 5, but the 4th one is kind of stumpy. So what we're going to do is go up and to the right 3 vertical right here. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the right 2 singles, so we'll come back out. Up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just going in and out like this is the way we'll get the jagged finger shape. There's no other way to do it than to have like spiky, abrupt endings. So from the second block from the left on the 4 flat right here, so this one, we're going to put 1 single on top. We're then going to go up and to the right 2 singles from there. So we have 3 like this. And what we're going to do is from the final block, we're actually going to add 1 on top. And add an extra 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once we have that long strip right there, we'll go all the way to the left side and count 2 blocks over. 1, 2. And from that second block, we'll add 2 to the top. And now here's the home stretch right here. We're on the final finger, and we'll bring it all the way to the left over there. So what we'll do is we'll go up and to the right 3 vertical now. So placement block 1, 2, 3. And on the top block in that 3 vertical, we will add 2 to the left. Not at the diagonal. As you can see, everything's directly connected right here. And we're going to be slumping back down now. So your placement blocks can be placed on the bottom or the left side each time now, and you should be fine. So we're going to go down to left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block. 1, 2. From that 2 flat, we're going to go underneath it and add 4 blocks going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down into left 1 single. And that's just his thumb, if they were wondering why we're doing that. Instead, now what we can do is go back up to the 2 flat, and on the top of it now we're going to go up into left 1 single, down into left 1 single, down into left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, and from the middle block into 3 flat we're going to put 1 underneath, and from the block all the way on the left into 3 flat we're going to go down into left 6 flat, placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, delete, delete. And for this little final stretch right here, we have to do 8 and then 17. So we're going to go down into left 8 flat first. So placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But like I told you, there's going to be a part where we have to do little orange spots in his hand. And that will be on the first block of our next part. So we're going to go down into left 17 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And on the first block in that, what we'll do is go underneath it and add 1 going straight down. We'll then go down into left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. So you can see this. This is on the first block in the 17. And we're not going to continue that. All we're going to do is mark it so that we know when we're doing the shading on the hand, that's where we'll swap the colors out. That's not supposed to be coal, it's supposed to be orange, but like I told you, I'm not going to be doing the coloring yet. We're just going to mark it so we have points of interest to come back to. Alright, So that concludes this part of the tutorial. We got the entire base frame done for the bottom half. We still need to do the head and the tail, so we'll be finishing that up and maybe starting some of the inner detail in the next part. And then the third part will be wrap up. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more pixel art content. And while you're at it, go check out our Score Bunny build. We'll have Sable coming right after this. And if you have any other recommendations or stuff you want me to build, let me know. Bye!